This morning, as PC 463 Esmin Flores and PC 1862 Salomen Cowo were being escorted to court to answer to a single charge of murder, the youth they are accused of killing was being laid to rest. Amidst shared hugs and tears, family and friends said their last goodbyes to 19-year-old Dyandre Chee. The Trial Farm resident inhaled his last breath on Saturday night as he was fatally shot on Otrobenke Road. Today, as Chee's coffin was carted to the cemetery on his favorite traveling device, somberness could be felt across the Orange Walk community. Elmer Cornejo reports.
Bikers today paid special tribute to their beloved Alberto Dyandre Chee by revving their motorcycles as the coffin he lay in was carted to the burial ground on two motorbikes. 17-year-old Miguel Rivero, affectionately known as Miggy, broke down in tears in disbelief that he would never get to ride with his best friend again, while a tormented Jahiri Clyde Vijeda could not withhold her emotions as she bid her former employee goodbye. The trio of friends were shot at by police between Boundary Road and Otrobenke Road, ending with at least one policeman pulling out his assigned weapon and then pointing it at Chee. The shot fired was deadly, ending Chee's life moments later at the Northern Regional Hospital on Saturday night. As the somberness stretched across the cemetery, family and friends honored Chee, but at the same time demanded that justice be served and that PC Esmin Flores and Salomen Cowo, who were charged earlier today for the murder of Chee, be dealt with to the full extent of the law.
Honestly, I'm glad that the police proved me wrong and they did do the right thing because this was murder. And I mean, we have lost him already, but we can't do anything. But at least we're glad that they did get murdered. It was a manslaughter. We're glad that at least they are doing the right thing at this moment, and we're glad about it. At this point of time, that's all we really wanted. We just wanted justice, and now we're gonna go back to our daily stuff. He started the motorcycle group. We already have a trip planned for Sunday to go to Blue Creek to just commemorate him because that's what he loved. He loved going out. So that's just.
One last question for me. Two of these men were charged, but to your knowledge, which of them fired the fatal shot?
I don't know. Yeah, because when we asked at the scene, when we asked them for their names, they didn't give us their names. So the news gave their names, but we don't know how they look. We don't know anything about it. So and then it's only 2 out of 4 of them, and they say the driver isn't. They're not gonna charge the driver because he's driving. But if he would have brakes and the moment he heard his companions shooting, maybe would have not. There were so many ifs, but none of them were done.
Is there any activity planned out afterwards? I mean, what I'm saying is, are you planning any retaliation in this incident afterwards?
No, sir. We just may want make them. We just may want justice. The man didn't get murdered, and like we said, all we go now, we're just going back to rewriting notes. We're just going back out to what we made it do before. Because that's what the man me I want. He never me I want because now he gone. The group me a dismantle. He never we don't want that. He want to grow bigger, and that's what we are aiming for.
This is just the beginning, though, of this entire process. Do you seeing it at the end? What do you think will be the result?
Well, I guess we just have to wait and see because at this point of time, no one can predict the future. We just wait and see, and when stuff happens, then that's when we react. That's basically it.
Carrying in his mind what would have been a promising future for his son, Alberto Chee also hopes those responsible for his death be held accountable for their actions.
Well, once they get the correct charge and the correct justice for me, I will really appreciate that from the police department.
Sorry, they've been charged with murder.
Okay, that's great. That's great for me. It's a good news for them to get charged for murder.
What do you have to say about the other two men, the other two police officers that were involved in the incident?
Well, I think they're supposed to also be charged because within four of them, they're supposed to join together and make a decision not to chase the cyclist. They can easily get the license plate and get the license plate of the cycle and deal with the guy the next day.
Sir, what message you have for Mr. Campbell, Mr. Williams?
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams, well, I really appreciate the way the police didn't get charged for murder because they really deserve that for my son. I don't have the words to say how I feel right now because they left me without a son. So I don't have words for that.
Are you planning to sue the department, sir?
Definitely sure. I'll be looking into that tomorrow to get a lawyer for that.
What is Dyandre's wife saying?
Huh?
What is Dyandre's wife saying?
Well, yes, my granddaughter 1 year 3 months old. That's my granddaughter he lives behind, and my daughter needs to have the finance for the primary school and till the age of 18 or 21 if we go to high school. So I need my son is not there to maintain her, so I need that for my granddaughter because they take away the breadwinner of my granddaughter and my the mother of my granddaughter.
Sir, this is only the beginning of the process. I asked before, it is a murder charge, but how do you see this ending?
Well, I don't know exactly what to say because then like how I was here, I wanted to go to the court to see the guys on the charge.
But, sir, in terms of a murder charge, it will be argued at some point. Only one man could have fired the fatal shot. So do you think this murder charge for two of them will stand?
Well, of course, because maybe one is the guy that shoot my son, and maybe the other guy is give the command him to do it. So they both have to get charged for murder. Also, the other two police supposed to be charged too because they between four of them, at least two of the next two supposed to tell them don't shoot. That's just a cyclist because the police always chase the cyclist, and my son couldn't stop because they have the high beam and they tailgate all the cyclists. If you stop, they can match them, and if as the cyclists stop, the police always beat them up, put them in jail for 3 days for Saturday, Sunday, and it's too much with them.
Alberto Dyandre Chee leaves a 1-year-old daughter to mourn his untimely death. Elmer Cornejo, CTV3 News.